All right, Shalom. Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakar Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers pushing this truth all over the earth. And this lesson is going to just be going into the end times things, man. Because we know the times that we're living in are some serious times, man. Some serious events, prophecies, and things along that nature is going to be happening. And not saying that as in this is the end, this is where all the stuff is about to happen, the mark of the beast and all that stuff, because we don't know, man. Society could go back to so-called normal after this. They could get a finally cure or whatever the case may be, and then and then everything opens back up. People are able to travel again, and then all other stuff. So that's a very possibility that it might happen. But the way things are going and the way things are happening right now, it doesn't seem like it is. But it's a possibility that it could go back to so-called normal. Because I don't know what normal is in the society. Nothing's normal that goes on here. But it's a video. It's a movie called The Great State. And it's going to play the trailer. The movie never came out because the producer, the filmmaker, and then his family ended up dying. So the movie never got released. And it's basically Esau showing what Esau is going to be doing, man. Stuff. And also goes along in the scriptures. Well, it's not like the trailer, little stamp that they did, but it's not like the actual chip. But they talk about they show like the chip in the movie trailer and all types of things that goes on in there. And I'm just going to play it and get some scriptures on it, because we know what you're going to be seeing in this is going to be happening on a mass scale. It's going to be way worse. And Esau in his movies and his TV shows and his media, they like to show you what they're doing. And we know we see stuff with our spiritual eyes now, so it's not the same. We don't watch movies just for entertainment and how people see them. Like we see stuff completely different now when we watch movies. We catch on all the little hidden things that they throw that the average brain dead Jake doesn't. They don't see that. So I'm gonna play this trailer and then get some scriptures. Let's gonna cut it out. And we know right now that it's a light state of emergency martial law in certain places right now due to the COVID-19 thing. That's what's going on, and eventually it's going to be on a mass scale over the whole planet, man. And it's not going to be no friendly like how they are now, just telling you to go inside the house, stay away from people, breaking up groups. It's going to be forced stuff that they're going to be doing, man. They're going to start rounding people up, kick you out your houses, make sure you're actually in the house. If you're not in the house, they're going to be taking you out of it, taking you to camps, make sure you get vaccine and chipped and all this other stuff that's going to be going on, man. They're going to be they're going to be in the streets to stop rioting, which we have seen in other countries where the troops out there were trying to stop people from rioting, and they were throwing bricks and tear gas and stuff into the crowds and stuff. But that's when it happens to America, man. It's going to be way worse, because we know the scriptures say it's going to be way worse than any time that we living in, man. And say it again, not saying that this is the end, but we know that something out of this whole situation that's going on, there's going to be a drastic change in society, man. We know that for sure. Because if it does go back to normal, nobody's going to forget about what's going on in here, man. Slowly by slowly, everybody's rights is being taken away. And what people are going to start doing when they start to actually wake up to realize that, they're going to start writing. There's going to be a shortage of food, and there's going to be people fighting. There's people going to be no more laws. People going to start going crazy out here, man. Just like they make the Purge movies and all the other stuff, they're letting you know what's coming. They let you know, they're getting you ready. That's what they put in front of your face. And Jake just goes to the movies, take his lady, take his kids. You go watch this. Oh, that was a good movie. That was a good movie. Thinking that's never going to happen. But you don't understand the Esau and how they work, man.
Insecure key areas. In response to UN presence in Minneapolis.
That's like how people be, bro. And they're gonna be, and that's gonna be in those days when society falls, when they're gonna be gathering, trying to grab stuff and trying to go in Walmart, and I guarantee they're gonna be buying no tissues in those days, man. They're gonna be trying to look for all the food that they can get in water, man. Toilet paper and hand sanitizer that everybody's buying up right now. That shows how simple you Americans are, man. Let's say a crisis breaks out, so-called crisis breaks out, man, and y'all buying toilet paper. You Americans aren't ready, man. You aren't ready, man. Oh yeah, but what I was about to say was, in these times when the society falls and stuff like this is gonna happen, man, that's when all the scoffers and all the mockers and this ain't gonna happen, all the unbelievers, that's when they're gonna try to seek you, try to find you, to try to get a word, man, of what we supposed to be doing. It's gonna be too late for you. We're going to go to them that sell and buy for yourselves, man. Go watch them entertainer lights that you was watching this whole time. It wasn't getting you prepared. Ain't no trouble coming. Ain't no chip. It's June. Three or 4 in the morning when you sleep with your Scooby-Doo drawers on, with your snowman socks, laying in bed knocked out with your wife. You gonna wake up, because you don't understand in these times, man. When they bust in and they start grabbing people up, bro, they're not gonna allow you to put your clothes on, man. You're coming as you are. The church said, "Come as you are." They gonna take you up and take you wherever they gonna take you as you are, but they're not about to sit down, turn on the TV, run a 2K game while you getting all your luggage together and you doing all this and that. No, man, no. They're gonna grab you up. If you're in your drawers, you're in your drawers. If you're in the tank top of drawers, you're in the tank top of drawers. If you got a full suit on when you go to sleep and you wake up there, that's how they're taking you, man. They're not about to sit there and wait for you to get stuff and let me grab a couple bottles of water and a bag of chips and some cookies, brother. No, man, no. Stuff is going to happen, man, or you not believing something is going to happen, it does not stop it from happening, man. It doesn't. The only thing, when people unbelieve, this is what it really is. When people don't want to believe something is going to happen, it's because they're scared for it to happen. That's what it is, man. They're putting that thought out there that if I don't believe it's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen. And they're really, when you tell people stuff like this is going to be happening, they're scared for it to happen, so that's why they don't want to believe it. That's the real reason why people. That's the real reason why people don't like hearing stuff like this. Like, Esau, you going to slavery? We're not going into slavery. We're not doing this. Okay. All right.
Last night I dreamt about how things were.
And Look where they took him, man. What do you think is gonna be happening? They put it in the movies, man. What do you think is gonna happen? That's right to the guillotine, man.
And then I woke up here.
Your faith is going to be tested, man. Your faith is going to be tested. Going to be tested. So Nate talking about ain't no trouble. Ain't no trouble. Ain't no trouble. How's it not gonna be trouble, man? I just call it Jacob's trouble in the scriptures. What do you mean ain't no trouble? What are you talking about, Nate? And I did a lesson on that, but only the last 7 minutes of it saved. So I'm gonna have to redo that. So that's why I'm doing this right now. And then I'm gonna have to redo the lesson because for some reason only the last 7 minutes of it saved. So let's get these scriptures on this. Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And that's where you seen in the trailer of this, where the little triangle stamp burn mark that they put, that was like a representation of the RFID chip. And also they actually put the RFID chip in the little news clip. They said RFID. They said RFID chip, which we know that is the mark of the beast. That is going to be the chip that they're going to be putting in people. That's going to be mandatory at a point in time. And then we tell you this stuff because that's what we're supposed to be doing, man. We're supposed to warn the people. Nate, what he's doing is not warning people, man. Told him ain't no trouble. Think everything's gonna be lollipops and candy and hugs, and then next thing you know, we're gonna be getting delivered, man. It's like this sounds like the rapture stuff, the Christianity thing. We're going to go through trouble, man. Revelation 20 and 4. I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with the anointed 1,000 years. So some brothers are going to be beheaded for this word, man. That's why it says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, man. Your faith is you're going to go through trouble, man. We're going to go through trouble. There's not going to be no merry way. That's why it says, through much tribulation, thou shalt enter the kingdom. So what is he talking about? Matthew 24 and verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be, man. And that's the time that we're getting ready to come into. Nate's over here trying to explain to you why there's not no trouble, cut himself with his own precepts that he's trying to bring out, talking about there is no trouble, man. And the person that he was talking to knew there was going to be trouble. That's why he kept asking, he kept bringing it up. And then going back to Esau now, I'm going to touch on this point because I said it at the beginning, where I talk about Esau shows his stuff in the movies, shows what his plan and stuff in the movies. And the family, the man that worked on the movie, the producer, and his family got killed. Why? Because he was bringing out the truth of what Esau was about to do, man. And this is the scripture for it. Psalm 64 and verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's what it is. Their tongue, that they tell on themselves. Esau tells on themselves with the movies and the TV shows that they make, man. And that's why Esau gets rid of the people that do that. The whistleblowers. When the inside people make stuff to try to go against or bring stuff out, the truth about what's going on, they get rid of them, man. They get rid of them. His own people. Esau doesn't care. The top elites, they don't care about their own people. They don't. It goes that into what is that? That's in Isaiah 14, I think 14 and 1. Or 14, and then later on in that chapter it goes how that really paraphrasing it. It's like how thou destroying thyself, or some along those lines, paraphrasing it. Second Edges 16 and verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the they should be tried as gold in the fire. So we're getting ready to go through something, man. And all the doomsday preppers, Israelites talking about, it's talking about the food and water, non-perishable goods, brother. What does it say? It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses. So you stocking all this food in your house for it to be gone literally in like 10 seconds, less than a minute. So where all your prepping skills gonna come from then, man? If you're going to be taken out of your houses, you're going to be in camps, or you're going to be as pilgrims on the earth, going from place to place, or whatever the case. Why are you prepping yourself? Why are you getting food and water like that's going to save you, man? You doing all this shopping and storing up all this water like it can't be gone in a matter of seconds, man. Only thing is it takes was the 3 troops to bust in your house 3 o'clock in the morning, guns in your face, kicking you out, and then all your food that you just stored up is gone. Now it's theirs. Now it's theirs. So there's no that just shows a lack of faith, man. That's all that is. A lack of faith. You think you're gonna deliver yourself with all the food and the water that you got in your house. That's why you want to doomsday prep. But it can be going just like that, man. Faster than it would have took you to get it into your house. People don't make any sense, man. And just like we seen, let's read the whole chapter. Go down to 11 second edges. What is this? To 16. And verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there should be a sedition among men, and invading one another. People gonna be breaking in your houses. People gonna be breaking in stores. People gonna be breaking in your businesses. People gonna be breaking in gas stations. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. What you gonna be doing that next day, what you gonna be doing that next minute, is gonna stand in their power, man. They're not gonna be law-abiding citizens anymore. It's not gonna be none of that in those days, man. There's not gonna be no order. There's not gonna be no 911. Somebody's breaking in my house. No, man. It's not gonna be any of that in that day. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, which is happening right now through this COVID-19 virus stuff. For because of their pride, their city shall be troubled, and their houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, for the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. We're going to go through something, man. We're going to go through something. It's not gonna be no landy. I mean, whatever the saying goes, handy dandy or whatever it is. It's not gonna. We're going to go through stuff, man. So what is Esdras prophesying about right now? And the scriptures that we're not going to go through anything. You have to ignore a lot of scriptures for you to say that we're not going to go through for us to say we're not going to go through no tribulations, man. You have to ignore a lot of scriptures. And they just completely going off, man. For even teaching people that. Just so he can get money, man. This is what's coming to the earth. That's why we're telling you this is a very serious thing that you're into. And this is a very serious thing that's going to happen, man. This is not a joke. It's not a game. This is not any of that, man. So you unbelievers, you don't want to take heed. All you niggas, just keep doing it, man. Just keep quiet. Ain't no trouble. Ain't no microchip. All right. Okay, go in peace, man. Because we know that where we're coming to is going to be very serious time, man. Like I said, it's not going to be nothing ever that's going to take place on this earth that's going to top what's going down right now, man. So you can imagine all the slavery, the world wars, all that stuff that's happening. What's about to happen right now is getting ready to top that. And not saying as in right now, as it's about to happen next week or tomorrow or in a month. Not saying none of that. Just saying when this time approaches, when this time happens, it's going to be some serious things that's going to be happening on this earth, man. But it has to happen before it gets better, before we get to the kingdom. Just like when you clean a house, you clean your room, you get all the gunk, you vacuum the floors, you get all the gum and crumbs or whatever you got under your dresser or in your kitchen or water bottles or whatever the case you got in your room, whatever, anything. What has to happen, it has to get real dirty in your room before it looks nice and clean, man. Just like the same thing that's going down right now. It has to get very nasty out here for things to get better, for it to go back, for us to go back home and us rule this earth in righteousness under Yahweh Shah and his kingdom. It was our kingdom because it's joint heirs. So with that, man, I was just gonna close it out. I just wanted to play that trailer and get a couple scriptures. It wasn't meant to be super long, but stay tuned for that the other lesson which I have to redo. Only 7 minutes. The lesson was edifying, and I'll catch you guys. First, I'm gonna give all praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers pushing this truth all over the earth. Another shalom to you hopeful elect out there. Stay strong, Israel. We're almost out of here. I'll catch you guys in another lesson. Shalom.